Welcome to Conversations Live. For more than a decade, we've brought you the best in books, entertainment, and current events. When the movers and shakers of the world have something to say to you, they say it to us first. And now, celebrating 15 years of broadcasting, here's your host, Cyrus Webb.
And welcome back, everyone, to Conversations Live. I'm your host, Cyrus Webb. Glad you all could join us once again, whether you're tuning in on the radio dial here in Mississippi at WYAD 94.1 FM or at the WYADonline.com. We're glad that you all could be with us. Also, those joining us through online affiliates around the world, we're glad that you all could tune in as well. Our next guest is someone I actually got a chance to meet recently during my trip to Atlanta for Cyrus Webb Presents the Web Series. We're excited to welcome recording artist Kizzy Amos to our program today. I want to talk to Kizzy not only about her love of music, but also what it's been like for her to share that passion with all of you and to see the response. Kizzy is celebrating a very powerful song called I Am Woman. You guys will be able to hear it here on our program, as well as finding out how you guys can stay connected with Kizzy as well. Kizzy, hello to you and welcome to the program.
Hello. Hi. Thank you so much.
Hey, Kizzy, glad to be able to speak with you again. You know, Kizzy, I have to say, typically this happens in reverse. Typically, I have a guest on the radio show, then I end up finding them when I'm traveling through and saying, hey, you want to sit down and have a conversation? And then we have them on the web series. I had a chance to meet you in person first, which was great during my recent trip to Atlanta for Cyrus Webb Presents. So, you know, it's great to be able to reconnect with you now, Kizzy. Kizzy, so I want to talk to you about something that we discussed in person, and that is about the reflection. Here we are beginning a brand new month. I mean, what is it like for you kind of to look at this year and all the things that are happening for you?
It's an awesome experience. You know, things are happening most definitely in a positive light. Things are going great and in a good direction, I must say. Just reflecting back on the year thus far, I can honestly say that God has really, really blessed me to be able to use I Am Woman to just speak volumes to a lot of women out there and, you know, just have the song give them that empowerment feeling, which is what I wrote the song to originally give for women, that empowerment feeling, that uplifting spirit, that feeling like I can do all things, you know. So it's just looking back, it's been a great ride thus far.
Right. So I want to talk about the journey to I Am Woman, though, Kizzy. I think for you to be able to do something like this song, I mean, you have to first be able to believe it and, more importantly, live it for yourself. When did you first discover your own power, whether we're talking about your power to be able to deliver a message or just your power to be able to, you know, manifest what you want and then go for it? When did that power become clear for you?
The power became clear for me when I was in church one Sunday, and I had to do a solo song, and I got up to sing. I never forget it. I was, you know, right after I ministered through song, a lady came up to me and she said, "Baby, you have a gift that the world needs to hear." She said, "I could not move my arm for months." And she had our best friend there. She said, "This is my best friend." She said, "Tell her," you know, she said, "Tell her, I could not move my arm for months. I've been to the doctor and they, you know, they're supposed to do some more x-rays and this and that." And she said, "And when I heard you sing," she said, "through your song, God healed me." And it was at that moment that I realized how powerful, you know, singing a song could really, really be for a person. You know, it could singing a song could be relaxing for someone. It could be healing for someone else. It could be, you know, soothing. It could put you to sleep. So it was really at that moment that I realized just how powerful. God had always shown me signs before that time frame, but it was at that moment I realized the power of song.
Right. Now, you had mentioned to me when we met in person, Kizzy, and we're going to be letting our audience know how they can go and watch that interview that we did, but, you know, that you've known at a very young age, you know, that music is something you wanted to do. Was it easy to accept the responsibility? Because, I mean, just hearing you tell that story, I mean, that's a lot for someone to tell you that something that you were gifted to do was able to have that kind of impact. Was it easy for you to embrace the fact that you have been given that type of gift?
You know, it was not at first, I must say, because I was just kind of growing into myself, if you will. You know, I was very, very young. Like I said before on the show, you know, I started out singing in church, and I was a little girl singing in the choir, and used to do some ushering, you know, and just helping out in the church. And so, you know, I just used to sing for fun. You know, singing was just, hey, we're calling Kizzy to sing a song. So I would get up and sing, and it was just fun, you know. Mom and Dad would put me in talent shows and different things, and so showcases, and it was just fun for me. Like I say, it really didn't hit home until later that, oh, wow, people are really, really listening to me sing, and they're actually getting something more than just entertainment. It's not just like, oh, she got up there, oh, great song, yay, nice job. You know, I'm hearing some powerful messages behind me getting up to sing. So it took a minute for me to embrace that. Like I said, I was a little girl, so I wouldn't say that I embraced it right away. It was because it was just fun. But, you know, over the years, I've learned to embrace the gifts and talents that God has given me. And I've learned to use them to be more of a healing, you know, for people. So it took me a minute to really, really embrace the fact that God has given me this gift that could do so much more than just be a voice to sing. Yeah.
And one of the ways that you're able to share that voice that we discussed when we were there in Atlanta together, Kizzy, is through social media. We're going to let our audience know, of course, at the end of our segment here, how they can stay connected with you. How has that helped you to be able to literally touch the world? I mean, it's one thing for you to be able to meet someone in person and to impact them that way, but what is it like for you to touch the world thanks to social media the way you are now?
It's an awesome feeling because, do you know, I've actually been able to reconnect with people that I have not spoken to, have not seen in years. You know, because when you meet people from different walks of life along the way, some of them you keep in contact with, some of them you may not as much. You know, it's, as the old saying goes, people come into your life for a reason, a season, and a lifetime. So some of those people who you may have met during one season of your life and hadn't spoken with or seen in years, social media has been that outlet that have been able to reunite people and unite people that weren't ever united before. So it has been a blessing for me because I've really been able to use it and maximize that platform to just make connections and network and use it to get my music out there where people can access it quickly versus having to find out where do I get our CD from. They could just look you know, on iTunes, Amazon, all digital platforms, and get it, you know. So it has been a blessing.
Yeah, and I think that is a wonderful thing for sure. Again, everyone, for those who are just tuning in, you're listening to Conversations Live. We're excited to welcome recording artist Kizzy Amos to our program today. Kizzy is someone that I got a chance to meet recently on Cyrus Webb Presents, the web series, when I was in Atlanta, Georgia. Had a chance to meet her in person, a great individual who has an amazing talent. You guys are about to hear the single that we were talking about here, I Am Woman, and let you guys know, of course, how you can get it for yourself. So we mentioned at the beginning about how people are responding to the song. How did the song come about initially, Kizzy?
You know, I was just one day thinking about a lot of different things that I had been going through in my life, and I heard a track in the studio, and the words just they just came. I originally started writing some words that I just felt in my spirit with no music, and when I heard the track, the rest of the words came. You know, it's kind of funny because I write differently at different times, if that makes sense. You know, people always ask, you know, how do you write your music? Sometimes I write with no music at all. It's just words. Sometimes I write based on what I hear in the track. You know, it just depends on how the track feels to me. But this song was a song that came about when I was just, like I say, sitting up thinking about things that I had been going through, things that I wanted to say to women, to myself, you know, just like an encouragement piece. And I was just, you know, I just started writing. And then the rest of it came when I heard the track. I was like, oh, wow. It just all came together. So that's how I Am a Woman evolved.
Right. Well, for those who have not had a chance to hear it, here's your opportunity. Here is I Am Woman by Kizzy Amos. We'll be back with our final moments with Kizzy right after this.
I am woman. Love me tenderly well. No more sweaty pillow tears. Haven't lived half of my years. Like a thief in the night. You won't take my innocence. Not without a fight. Holding on to my preciousness. And the people above the heights of your love. You come as no surprise. What you really made of. I am woman. Yeah, that's who I be. Treat me kind and talk tenderly. Baby, I aged the wine, and it's brewing fine. You see, I built a bridge, for those troubled waters. And the above the heights of your love. You come as no surprise. What you really made of. I am a woman, a sturdy tree. Average situations don't bother me. Roots are anchored, so I don't fall over. I stand my ground. I make the storm bottom. Yes, I rise above the heights of your love. You come as no surprise. What you really made of.
Thank you.
That again was I Am Woman by Kizzy Amos. You can get that single as we did through our friends at Amazon.com or through your favorite online retailer. And we're about to let you guys also know how to stay connected with Kizzy as well. So, Kizzy, you're, as we've already said, the year is already going well for you. I mean, great response to the music. You're able to connect with your fans online. What should our audience be on the lookout for next from Kizzy Amos?
Be on the lookout for another single, another great single. Be on the lookout for, because really I Am Woman, I definitely want to give I Am Woman a chance to launch to its fullest potential. So be on the lookout for I Am Woman being a song that you'll hear on the radio more often, just worldwide, because we're really going to drop it. We've done like a pre-release. And so we're really focusing on releasing it where, people will be able to not just get it at all digital outlets, but just mainstream in stores and things like that. So be on the lookout for I Am Woman, reaching its fullest potential, and also my new single. I'm actually in the studio working on some other material. And be on the lookout for Kizzy, being involved in other genres, of entertainment, acting as well. So, and also, I wanted to just say, if you want to keep up with what Kizzy Amos is doing, be sure to check out my website at KizzyAmos.com. That's KizzyAmos.com. I'm also on Instagram at I Am Kizzy Amos. That's I am KizzyAmos. And I also have a Facebook page. Just look me up, Kizzy Amos, KIZZYAMOS. And I would love for you to follow me and keep in touch.
All right. So make sure you guys are definitely staying connected with Kizzy, both through her website as well as through social media as well. Kizzy, congratulations to you again, and thank you so much for the time, and looking forward to our next chat together.
I appreciate you. Thank you so much for having me on the show. It's been awesome.
Hey, the pleasure is definitely on mine, Kizzy. And we thank your audience for tuning in to another great segment of Conversations Live. If you all came in late, you missed part of the conversation with Kizzy, don't worry. Thanks to our online friends, you all can catch the replay right after we go off the air. The link is already available through our social media sites, so head over to facebook.com/Cyrus Webb or go to twitter.com/Cyrus Webb. If you click on the link there, you can listen to the show completely for free and share with your friends from there, too. Until next time, I'm your host, Cyrus Webb, saying, as always, enjoy your day, enjoy your life, enjoy your world. Make sure you take out time to enjoy some good music as well as a great book. Thank you all for choosing Conversations Live. Let's make it a great one.